My name is Sam. Welcome into BookSmart. Let's get right down to this week 10 in the NFL, and let's go to the NFC East to start it all off. And I like for the New York Giants, Tommy DeVito to go over 12.5 rushing yards. This is at -120 on DraftKings Sportsbook. This is just common sense, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a common sense bet. Like, I'm not smart really for this. This is just knowing the game, dude. And this is a team that gives up the most sacks in the NFL, the New York Giants. DeVito, he's just going to be running for his life in this game. I mean, you have a strapped down defense there, strapped down secondary in Dallas, going to be able to shut down these receivers that aren't even good, man. There's not even one good receiver. It's going to be easy to lock down these receivers in this game. He had 17 rushing yards last week. And Dallas, they shut down quarterbacks, and I would play this up to 13.5. I really would. I just think it's going to be one of those games. Micah Parsons, he's going to get through all game. Micah Parsons is going to be getting through all game. DeVito is just going to be forced to run the ball. And even with the juice here, this just makes sense. It just makes sense because it's not even like Dallas has a bad secondary. So it's like, even with the pass rush going to be coming, it's going to be a lot of running and check down. That's what it's going to be. They're going to try to use Barkley as much as possible. I mean, the spread is at 17 points. How much are you really going to be able to run the football? So I think it's going to be a lot of right off the bat, forced to pass, and DeVito is just going to have to run it. So give me Tommy DeVito here, over 12.5 rushing yards versus the Dallas Cowboys. And this one makes no sense to me. I got Will Levis over 220.5 passing yards. This is at -115 on FanDuel. The Titans, unless they think the Titans are going to run away with this game on the ground, which they clearly will not, I don't understand why Will Levis is at 220.5 and not higher. He's proven 2 straight weeks. The books have not been able to adjust to this. He's proved 2 straight weeks that he is the quarterback of the future for the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry will not be running on this Tampa Bay defense. This Tampa defense can shut the run down, but they are very vulnerable against the pass. So Will Levis is going to let this thing fly. CJ Stroud just he just went off on this team. 5 touchdowns, 500 yards. I mean, a rookie record, bro. I mean, Tampa just cannot defend the pass. So I think Will Levis not going to do that same thing, but he's going to get close to 250. I would play this thing up to probably like 225.5. I wouldn't even, like, that's the thing. I think he's going to get into the 240s. Like, I would play this thing up way higher than what it's at now, 220.5. But yeah, Tampa, but I mean, only 2 times this season, Tampa has not allowed a receiver to go over this mark. And that was Derek Carr and Justin Fields. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's like you got 2 trash cans facing up against you. Of course they're not going to go over this total. Desmond Ridder, bruh. Even Desmond Ridder had 250 against this team. So you know what, man? He's most definitely going to go off. They give up the 5th most passing yards in the league. They're not going to be able to run the football in this game with Derrick Henry. They're going to try to, but they're not going to be able to, and they're going to realize that pretty quickly. You know, Mike Vrabel is going to realize, all right, bro, they ain't going to let us run. We'll freaking sling that on your ass. So you know what I think? I think Will is going to sling it, baby. I like him. He's not just a one-game wonder. This brother's going to be consistent. I like him. So give me Will Levis over 220.5 passing yards on FanDuel Sportsbook. And this one scares me just a little bit, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be 100%. I'm not going to be totally confident in a bet when I'm not 100% about it. But you know when you're researching something, you see a line and you just feel good, bro? Like, you just feel this warmness, like this tingliness throughout your whole body. Like you just took a bunch of drugs. You just did a shot. Like you just shot up some heroin or something. That's how I feel. That's how I felt when I was researching this bet. And the bet is DK Metcalf and anytime touchdown. And this is at +145 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Hey, bro, I felt it. The research in my mind makes sense. I like the juice, so I'm going to ride with it. He only has 2 touchdowns this season, but I think this game will change that. The Washington Commanders, they give up the 2nd most wide receiver touchdowns this season, and there's going to be no fear of Chase Young, no fear of Montez Sweat, because my freaking team gave him $100 million, which, hey, bro, you know, it is what it is. And if you're Geno, you're going to be able to sit back in that pocket and let DK run deep down the field, and you're going to be able to chuck him a long ball, which we've seen Washington give up. And if they don't allow a long ball to DK, he has the 6th most red zone targets this season, and Washington is middle of the pack when it comes to red zone attempts, so allowed to teams. So they also give it the third most yards per catch. So again, if he does do that long ball, like a 60-yard touchdown or something like that, this is going to be the game for DK. At some point, he is going to get into the end zone in this game. I love the juice on it. It just makes sense. Seattle's got to right the ship after that debacle last week against the Ravens. So give me DK Metcalf here, anytime touchdown, plus 145. Bro, I don't want to rant again about what happened yesterday, but again, getting screwed over by foul calls in the NBA. Again, I mentioned it in my video yesterday. It happened again. Ausar Thompson, brother, had 4 personals. This dude had 4 personals in the third quarter, man. Ticky-tack fouls as well, but hey, dude, it is what it is, man. You know, I'm just disappointed, bro, because these would all be hitting. I just need to rant about this, dude. I just need to get it out, bro. I just need to get it out. But hey, at least there's no fouls in the NFL. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know, at least there's no fouls in here. So I think we're gonna be all good. There's just a bunch of you could just go down with. You could just have cardiac arrest on the field or something. That's the only difference. But dang, that's kind of messed up. But you know, I kind of regret saying that, but hey, it's been said. So anyway, though, we'll see what happens for this week 10 in the NFL. This has been BookSmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.